stand by for just a second here. Okay. Alright. Menu. Okay. Nav data index. Bring this down here. They should have a route in here. So let me just check. Yep. Next. Okay, cool. So it has our route in here, has all that good stuff in here. We're going to be flying on an MD-90. Spice up a little bit in our phone's aircraft, so this will be interesting. I know it has a default Boeing 737 cockpit, but what you gonna do? And the MD-80 cockpit wouldn't really fit because it does have the panels like a 737 Next Gen has, so it just kind of wouldn't fit. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take on flight director, GPS, going to set speed.
Altimeter.
That's altimeter, I think B is speed.
Speed to 45. Set and check.
Okay, that's set. We do have ATC coverage, so we do have Cleveland Center online. In fact, we have a lot of centers. We have Boston, Chicago, Cleveland, DC, Minneapolis, New York, and Toronto. So the whole flight over, if it stays like this, we'll have full ATC coverage, which will be awesome. Let's see. Let me just go ahead. I'm not on Twitch.net, Twitch.tv right now, so I gotta go into that. We got about a minute and 35 seconds left on the boarding. There's stuff that isn't quite lined up for this aircraft yet, so I still gotta fix the GSX thing, and the jet we won't connect. I gotta put in values for that. I just haven't gotten around to playing around with the settings. So let me go here, and let me get my notebook. Okay, sound works. Awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to go and scribble that out if my pen wants to work. There we go. So we are Delta Airlines, flight 1427. I'm going to go ahead and write down the route here real quick. Someone's being rowdy. Let's see. Alright, so I'm not sure about the departure here because it doesn't specify. It says direct to a waypoint. So we're going to be expecting a departure once we call up clearance. So here's our route. So we have, you can see on the GPS there just a little bit. Let me see if I can go into flight plan. There's our route. Let me scroll. No. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be going direct to Durlow waypoint, and then we're hopping on Q935, and then we're going direct to Hockey, and then direct to Idiom, and then we're taking the Muscle to approach, and that's going to be our route. Alright, so let's go ahead, and we don't have an ATIS, so we'll just go directly to the frequency here. So let's go, Cleveland Center is on 134.9, so we'll get that up to 9. And if I can change this, actually I can go right here, this will be easier. There we go, and switch. That's 135, I'm at 134. There we go. Okay. Alrighty.
Cleveland Center, quarter 3606, with you 17,000 for final 250. And code 3606, Cleveland Center,
okay, so we're going to be expecting a squawk. We're going to be expecting an altitude. So we're going to expect initial altitude, and then usually an altitude that's 10 minutes after departure, we're given a departure frequency. And which the center is the only one online. We got Toronto approach and departure online, although I don't think we'll be contacting them. And we got, well, sometimes they give vectors and heading. He may be asking for departure because right now we only have direct to a waypoint. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in departure heading just in case I have to write it down.
Russia 1206, contact Boston Center, 134.7.
We're in Washington Center, 34.7, Washington 1206. We'll see it.
Number 850 Hotel Papa, contact Toronto Center, 125.77.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Contacting Toronto Center on 125.77, November 850 Hotel.
I'm gonna look at departure charts for Buffalo real quick, just so that I have them up, and that way when he says it, I won't be completely like, oh, what do I do? We only have the Buffalo 5 departure, it looks like. Let me go ahead, since there's only one departure, I'm gonna go take a look at it. Okay, so let's see. Those are all. Hold on, I'm trying to find our waypoint here. So we're going to Derlo. See if I can find that. I see Dreyer. I don't see Derlo. I see the Buffalo VO. Oh, these are VOR DMEs though. London, Amer. These are VOR DMEs. I don't want that. Alright. I guess we'll just go direct to the waypoint. I hope he doesn't tell us a certain departure, because especially that departure, since that's the only departure that I'm able to pull up. Let me go to air charts real quick and let me see if there's another one. Because, oops, aircharts.org. There we go. Okay, buff. Yeah, it's just Buffalo 5, and that's just all VOR DMEs, and we don't have that in our flight plan. So we may integrate that. I don't know. I hope not, because then I have to change up the whole flight plan thing. Okay.
Russia 1212, contact Boston Center, 134.7.
Washington Center, 134.7, Russia 1212, thanks for the day.
Good night.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and call them up. Cleveland Center, Delta 1427, requesting IFRAC clearance to Minneapolis World Chamberlain, ready to copy.
Delta 1427, Cleveland Center, evening, Cleveland Minneapolis Airport. Buffalo 5 departure, radar vectors, Derlo, then assault. Maintain 10,000, expect follow 280, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on this frequency, Squawk 5762, 5762.
Squawk 5762, climb maintain 10,000, expect flight level 280, 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency this frequency, and the Buffalo 5 departure. And is there anything more on that Buffalo 5 departure? We didn't quite get that.
Delta 1427, just going to do radar vectors to Derlo, then assault.
Alright, radar vectors to Derlo, Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, read back correct, Buffalo altimeter 2998, call for taxi. Expect only 23.
23. We'll expect runway 23, we'll call for taxi, Delta 1427. Cool, alright, so I guess we are all set to go here. Expecting runway 23, altimeter is 2998, let's go ahead and put that in.
Altimeter 2998, set and check.
Let's go ahead and put our squawk. So our squawk is 57. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5762. Okay. And we'll go ahead and squawk mode Charlie. Let's see, what else do we need? We got speed to 245, GPS on, and altitude. Let me go into my handy dandy shortcut list here, which I keep forgetting the damn key for. Let's see. Here it is. Capture 106. And okay, so altitude is F. Okay, so F.
Altitude 10.
I put that in right.
Altitude 10. Set and check.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking 010. That's 1,000. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so we'll be hitting the Buffalo 5 departure, but we'll be going direct to Derlo. Derlo.
Good evening, Russia 1214, flight level 231, climbing 310. Russia 1214, clearance on Roger, good evening.
So that's all fine and dandy. There's no one else here. Expecting runway 23, so we'll be taxiing all the way down there. And we'll be expecting departure to the south.
With you climbing 16,200 for.
And we're gonna go ahead and push back. So we're gonna push back to the left.
And boy 3702, clearance on Roger, good evening.
And we're in the terminal area, so we're not taxiing onto an active. Actually, this pretty much defines it right here. This dark gray space is the non-controlled area, and this light gray is the controlled area. So we'll call up for taxi when we're done pushing back here. So we're gonna go pull up KBUF APD, and we'll kind of get a reference to where we're supposed to go. And let's see, we're heading runway 23, so it looks like we're pretty much taking taxiway Alpha. And yeah, taxiway Alpha. We'll probably be hitting Delta or Kilo and Juliet. We'll be told to cross runway instructions if there's no traffic on final, which there shouldn't be. Okay, so this is ground. Well, actually clearance. I'm kind of like labeling everything that I have written down, and we'll go ahead and write down ground. Put that in there. And let's see here. Release parking brakes, so here we go. Gonna go ahead and turn on. Oh crap. I forgot. Start the flight. Parking brakes released. Go ahead. Where's my? There it is. Anti-collision. Engine's coming on.
Unit 54, 52, Federal 372.
Buffalo 64, 52, clear on Roger.
Cruising Center, good afternoon. Northwest 538 coming at 221 Rex Detroit, looking for departure.
Northwest 538, clear and good evening. Flying 180 runway 2 runway, click.
180, clear for takeoff, Northwest 538. Cruising Center, United 918.
United 918, Cleveland.
Yes, sir. United 918 is on the ground in Cleveland. Clear sky above clearance before you.
United 918, Russian, getting started, request to the boy, radar vectors, air act, fault, maintain 5,000, expect follow 31010 with after departure, squawk 5720.
United 918 is cleared to LaGuardia via radar vectors, Herod Dennis filed 5,000 initial, expect 310 en route, squawk is 5720.
United 918, we back correct, Cleveland Altimeter 3006, runway 24 left to departure, contact.
Okay, we'll expect 24 left, and we've got the weather. United 918 will call for taxi.
And Cleveland Center service 4923, 390.
Southwest 4923, Cleveland, Roger, good evening.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1427, requesting taxi deactive.
Sir, good evening. 718 to 2000 for 310.
Canada 718, Cleveland, Roger, good evening. Delta 1427, runway 23, taxi via Kilo, Juliet, and Alpha, cross runway 3.
Taxiing to runway 23 via taxiway Kilo Juliet Alpha, cross runway 32, Delta 1427.
Northwest 538 airborne, climb 3600 for 10,000.
And let's roll.
Northwest 538, radar contact, turn left, heading 080, climb maintain 130.
08013,000, Northwest 538.
Cleveland Center, route 1861 ECU, Senator Caliber, 1,2,000 or 23,000.
Route 1861, Cleveland,
That's
Roger,
Kilo.
maintain follow 340.
Maintain level 340, route 1861.
Southwest 8863, Cleveland, are you on frequency?
Cleveland Center, Southwest 1452, 370 Smith.
Southwest 1452, Cleveland, Roger, good evening. Northwest 538, Pacific, Moon, to resume the departure, climb maintain follow 330.
Resume direct Moon, climb 330, Northwest 538.
Cleveland Center, good evening. United 515, we're on the ramp at Pittsburgh. Looking to get our IFR to LaGuardia.
United 515, Cleveland Center, good evening. Clear LaGuardia for Pittsburgh, J departure, Beta Vectors, Salzburg, New York. That's Papa Sierra Bravo, then assault. Maintain 5,000, expect level 2301 German after departure. Squawk 5704.
Okay, clear to Pittsburgh, clear to LaGuardia via Pittsburgh Kingsport TSD, that's about climb 5,000, expect 230, 10 minutes after. I think you said 5704, confirm.
United 515, wait back correct, Pittsburgh, altimeter 3006, runway 28 right for departure, call for deck.
Expect 28 ready on for departure.
Cleveland Center, Delta 5119 with you, holding short of 22 left at Detroit.
Delta 5119, heavy, Cleveland, good evening. Fly heading 250, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Fly 25022 left for takeoff, Delta 5119.
And code 3606, contact Boston 134.7.
34.7 on 43606 here.
Okay, Susan Gitsu, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Cleveland Center, Delta 1427 is holding short runway 23 on taxiway Alpha.
Delta 1427, fly runway heading, runway 23, clear for takeoff, LN 28016, gust 2.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, Delta 1427. I'm just going to be flying runway heading.
Wish 1214, contact Boston 134.7. 1347, Wish 1214, good night. Good night.
Cleveland Center, United 515,
Contact.
Cleveland Center, Southwest 2659,
I'm doing pretty good.
Cleveland, Roger, good evening.
And Center, Delta 75 heavy, ready to go.
Delta 275 heavy, Cleveland, runway 22 left, line up and line.
Wait left, Delta 75 heavy.
Cleveland Center, United 515, ready for taxi.
Stand by.
Sorry, United 515, runway 28 right, taxi the Charlie Bravo.
28 right via Charlie Bravo, United 515.
Thank you so very much for the follow, much appreciated. I didn't quite see who that was, I apologize.
Air Canada 722, Cleveland, Roger, good evening. Delta 5119, radar contact, say all this.
You're up.
Passing through 3,500 feet
Flaps
now
up.
on a heading of 250,
Lights out.
5119.
Delta 5119, Roger, turn right heading 330, maintain 13,000.
330, 13,000, Delta 5119.
Delta 275, heavy, fly runway heading, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Take off, left, flat runway heading 75 heavy.
Delta 1427, radar contact, stay altitude.
Delta 1427 is passing through 1,800.
Delta 1427, thanks, turn right heading 28, so.
Turn right heading 280, Delta 1427. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Center Gardena, Rover 138 Kilo Whiskey in Youngstown. Ready taxi VFR to the south, no flight following. stalling. Do something.
Freaking speed wasn't held.
Speed to 1, set and check.
Number 138 kilo, let's be clean on stop.
Come on, baby.
Number 138 kilo, whiskey.
I don't know why speed reset on me.
Taxi the,
That's not good.
32 taxi at Thomas discretion to Youngstown, altimeter 3006.
Alright, we'll go with our discretion calling at 32. That's a big kilo ski.
Speed did it again.
Speed to 5, set and check.
Delta 5119, turn right heading 020, call me.
Alright, I guess we're not using speed hold.
Flight level 340.
020 and 340, Delta 5119.
What the heck? Okay, we got a speed hold bug.
0402.
For some reason, when I engage auto throttle, it resets.
020.
That's not right. Alright, so we're not going to be using speed hold. In effect, we got to slow ourselves down here.
Delta 1427, proceed right there, low call, maintain call, 80, so.
080. Say again for Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, proceed right there, low call, maintain call, 28, so.
Climb and team flight level 280, Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, confirm deck there, low, Delta Echo Romeo Lima Oscar.
Yes, we are going direct to Durlo, Delta 1427.
Thank you.
Clearly not 843, crossing 328, calling 370.
United 843, Cleveland, Roger.
That takeoff was fine, but the stall.
And Delta 1427, you can contact Toronto Center, 125.77 frequency.
125 point. Going to 125.770, Delta 1427. Thanks for your help. Bye bye.
Air Canada 718, contact Boston 134.7, good night.
34.7, see ya. Air Canada 718.
Envoy 3702, same to you, Boston 1347, good night.
1347, Envoy 3602.
Cleveland 70, I thought this is ready for departure.
Alright. 125.7.
275, radar contact, turn right, heading 340, maintain flight level 32.
Toronto Center, Delta 1427 with you, climbing through 9,200.
Delta 1427, Toronto Hello, climb flight level 280, grid speedbird 144, contact England Center now on 34.9. 35.9 for speedbird 144.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Delta 1427.
Passing 10,000 feet, cancel.
Oh my god, that stole. Alright, yeah, that's weird. This thing doesn't want to move. Look at that. Look at that. That is so bizarre. Okay, I guess we're, yeah, we're not gonna bother with that, because that's gonna be the death of me. Alright.
Sorry, Center Greetings, Jack 8906, 11 passenger 5256. Yeah, 0906, Toronto Hello, climb flight level 250.
You have to keep an eye on our instruments, though.
Passenger climb flight level 250, Jack 8906.
some turbulence. So confirm flaps are up. I said claps. Flaps. Flaps are up. Gears up. Lights are off. Lane lights and taxi light. And holy shit. Alright, we can go ahead and kick it up. We're past the speed restriction.
Let's just make it snappy. I got traffic after 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Dash 80 climbing through 12,000. And number 4126, contact Cleveland Center 134 to 4988. 1349 and number 4126 today.
I'm just gonna check the alright. So I think we are gonna skip over Chicago Center. We're gonna go direct to Minneapolis Center after we get out of Toronto here. And, well, I don't know. We might be entering Cleveland Center again. Because we're kind of on the lower part here. I'll go ahead and show you real quick on VATSpy. So we're right here. We're just on the border of Toronto Center here. Just skimming Toronto approach. And we're going to be going into Cleveland Center a little bit. And then we'll be in Minneapolis Center. And we shouldn't bother with Chicago Center. But, yeah. So far, 2 flights departed, 2 on the ground, and we're inbound. We're the only aircraft inbound, so. Cool.
November 339, contact Cleveland Center now 134 to 9 getting.
I'm going to go ahead and put that in the PRAP comments that we've had a problem with our speed bug. Because they're probably going to be like, why did you slow?
Can we get that frequency again? Thank you.
Reaching transition out.
Just have to see the set. And altimeter.
Altimeter 2992. Set and check.
Altimeter 2992 checked. Alrighty. Wow, we got a lot of ATC coverage, like, even clearance deliveries online. Wow, every single one of these except for observers is online. That's crazy. We got Boston Center, Chicago Center, Cleveland Center, DC Center, or Washington Center actually, Minneapolis Center, MTL Center, I think that's Montreal Center, New York Center, Toronto Center, we got Toronto Approach, Departure, New York Approach, Toronto Tower, 2 Toronto Towers, north and south, Toronto Ground, north and south, Detroit Ground, YYZNA Ground. Okay, that's online. I think that's, pretty sure that's Toronto, but I don't know what the NA is. We got Toronto Clearance Delivery, we got Toronto ATIS, and Detroit ATIS. So, unfortunately, I don't fly to Toronto enough to fly in there, but it seems like Toronto Center is really good with their ATC. They have it staffed pretty damn well.
Contact Cleveland Center now 134 to 4988.
So I think we're going to be going back to Cleveland Center here. So we'll just keep that at 134.9. Yeah, he's still online, so. We're going to kick up the throttle just a little bit. Not too much.
Jazz 8906, contact Cleveland now, 134, decimal 9 unit.
134, 9 the essential system.
Westjet 580, contact Cleveland 134, decimal 9 unit.
349, thank you for that.
Someone has a really quiet microphone. I can just barely hear them if they're talking right now. Jacksonville Center was online, but now it's offline. A lot of planes in Cleveland right now. Holy crap. Like, no joke. That's a lot of planes in Cleveland. My God. That's the most airplanes I've seen in Cleveland, to be honest. No wonder he's online. Alright, Minneapolis Center's still online. So we pretty much got coverage all the way through right now. Let's hope it stays that way. Passing through flight level 246. Let's check our GPS here. Okay, we got 5 minutes until we hit the Durlow intersection, 34 nautical miles. And after that will be Almerac, and then Hockey, and then Idiom, then Chie, then German, then Muscle, then Bakes, and then we'll talk about it more once we get closer. So yeah, we shouldn't touch Cleveland Center. I mean, not Cleveland, Chicago. So we shouldn't bother them. I hope not. About to hit in about 1,000 feet here. And put up the throttle just a little bit. Trying to catch up here. And there's our level off. And these engines, when we land, these engines are different from the MD-80 and a 717. They don't. The 717, the back part of the engine cuts into this back part here, and the MD-80 kind of bump up and go in the back like the, well, pretty much every JT 8D engine. But these ones actually slide down like like an Airbus IE engine, because that's essentially what they are, pretty much. It's kind of interesting. Go ahead and slow down here a little bit.
Charlie, leaving 843 is 25, 247 to 240.
Now 843 good evening, station 0, descent 7 or 230.
Information 0, we have it in 843 plus 24, right?
And we're halfway through Toronto Center right now.
Now 843, 11, 10 or 240 right for 11.
Thank you.
Go ahead and start serving drinks and snacks.
Toronto Center, Delta 4727 Heavy, checking in at 39.
Delta 4727, Center,
Delta 4727 Heavy, is there a way if I can bypass the Cleveland Center on the radio frequency? We'll make, or we're going to divert to Toronto.
Delta 4727, Roger, you're planning to divert to Toronto?
If I get back on the frequency of 134.9, we'll request direct back to Toronto. If you can give me another way to get to Boston, we'll take it. I don't want to be controlled with Cleveland. He doesn't answer, he doesn't talk,
Oh damn.
he has his priorities.
What?
Delta 4727.
He was perfectly fine with me.
Understand, there is no way to get you around your defense, so the rest of your real flight rest of the Cleveland again before you get into Boston AC.
What?
Here, Roger, we'll maintain 39 and we'll check Delta 4727 Heavy.
Delta
4727 Heavy, maintain 390 on course, as I was going to do.
Okay. About 80 clicks, Delta 47 Heavy, we can make Toronto. After that,
4727, it's a 747-400 from Minneapolis to Boston.
Delta 4727, you are able to go direct Toronto, so your intentions.
Fine with me.
Yeah, 843 request lower.
He's got a lot of airplanes, so he probably just didn't hear him. I don't know.
Now 843 descend 12,000, so I'll take it at 399.
Descend up to 13,000 feet on 3999. Good evening, this is Air France 487, passing on flight 130, climbing to 230.
Air France 4870, Toronto, good evening. Direct Brno on course, on flight level 590.
Roger, by the way, if I go find on the job, are you going supersonic? Do you still want to go supersonic over land, or is that a negative?
That's aircraft, say again?
At 4870. Would you like, if I'm going to flight level 590, am I allowed to go supersonic over land?
He's a Concorde.
Air France 4870, your discretion.
Roger, should it climb to flight level 590, Air France 4870.
Damn, he's gonna make that trip real quick.
Delta 4727, where are you flying to Toronto?
We got an aircraft coming at us. He's below us. United. There he is right there.
Delta 4727 Heavy requesting 390 at Mach decimal 91, direct Buffalo at this time.
He's in United 462, Boeing 737-200. Hello.
Speed will be at your discretion, direct Buffalo, VOA.
What is it? What does he have it
Calling
filed?
direct Buffalo at this time, Delta 4727 Heavy, thanks.
He's 737-900. For some reason, I don't have that. Okay. Alrighty. Got about 4 minutes till the OMRAC VOR DME. We'll be back in the good old United States again. And that's literally right on the border of the United States and Canada there. 27 nautical miles. And that should be when we should contact Cleveland Center again here. Yep.
Charlton is delivering envoy 3775 for 17,000. Envoy 3725 from Overly Room and position 0 at the stand, from runway 24 right for arrival. Information 0 from runway 24 right, envoy 3725. Envoy 3725 descend 12,000 from altimeter 299. 1,000 and 299 envoy 3725.
Let me see if I can work out this. Stand by. Simviation.
Delta 1427, contact Cleveland again, 134.9 Beneath.
Going to 134.9er for Delta 1427. Thanks for your help. Bye bye.
530. Northwest 538, contact Austin 134.7, guy.
134.7, good night.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1427 with you, Foxtrot 280.
Delta 1427, Cleveland North.
We're back.
Southwest 1452 to 718, follow 330.
A little bit more throttle.
330, Southwest 1452. Wisconsin 4097, contact Toronto 125.77.
125.75 for Air Wisconsin 4097.
It's confirmed it's 12577, 25.70.
Okay, Wisconsin.
2577, we got it now. Air Wisconsin 4097, good night.
Yeah, Wisconsin, that's CRJ 200. But it's CRJ 700. What the fuck?
Cleveland Center, American 291 is checking in with you, line passing through 31.1 for
Boy.
370 for
Yeah, Wisconsin only flies CRJ 200s, not 700s.
American 291,
One second.
good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening.
American 2252, Cleveland. American 2252, cross Eston out of maintain 17,000, the Buffalo altimeter 3001. Please say again for American 2252. American 2252, Eston at 17,000. Alright, door number 177 is American 2252.
Cleveland, good evening, Delta 3507, I'm going to Pittsburgh with the latest medical clearance to LaGuardia.
Delta 3507, standby.
Cleveland, American 2252, you can say GDAP at 170,000. Looks like we were 3 times.
American 2252, send you a text though.
Cleveland, say again for American 2252.
American 2252, I sent it via text.
Right.
Alright, heading direct to Idiom now. Got about 36 minutes so we hit that
Southwest
intersection.
1452, contact New York 125.32. 25.32. United 515, contact New York 125.32.
Over in New York, 125.32, United 515. Thank you, good night.
American 291, contact Cleveland Center 127.9.
127.9 or Cleveland Center, American 291.
Delta 1427, contact Cleveland Center 127.9.
127.9. Going to 127.9, Delta 1427. Thanks for helping me.
Right, Canada, just 729, Cleveland Rock.
There's another controller online. Yep.
And American 1435, contact Chicago.
Cleveland's
91 Cleveland Center, I recall maintaining total 370. 370, American 291.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1427 with you, Foxtrot 280.
1427 Cleveland Center.
this so much? Restart that. Stand by. I don't know why, but my Windows Explorer likes to act up every now and then, so I have to restart it like every 30 minutes. I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. Alright, stand by. I'm not gonna see the chat for a little bit, so I'm gonna go Chrome's acting up really bad. It's aimed pretty good. Again, we don't have auto throttle long because that stuff just causes my whole. It just goes down to 0. It does not want to move up. Look at this. Oh, now it does. What the? Hold on. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm lost. Why? Okay, let's set it to. Hold on.
Speed 3, set and check.
Not 333.
Speed 3, set and check.
Okay, now that wants to work. I give up. I give up. Like, seriously, why was this having so much problems during takeoff? And, what? That's so bizarre. I don't... Okay. I don't even know what to say, because it's just like... I don't know why it did that. Okay, have that going in the process. That should not exist there. So I'm not even using that, so it's just wasting up stuff. Are you serious? I have to restart? Oh my god, okay. Hold on, I'm having some problems with my computer right now, so... Okay, Skype's gone, but why does it show? Hold on. Okay, sound seems to be fine. Although I don't understand why it's showing me that it's muted. Stand by. I'm gonna wait till that's done loading up. Okay. And then restart. My god, I can't get nothing to work. Sorry, I can't see chat right now, so I don't know. Hold on. Trying to get there.
Delta 1427, contact Minneapolis Center, 133.4.
133.4. Going to 133.4, Delta 1427. Thanks for your help. Bye-bye. Okay, seriously, this does not... I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with Windows Explorer right now because it's just not like loading up anything. It's really ticking me off. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, I got that situated. Oh, God. Between stuff that's happening in the plane and stuff that's happening client side, I can't win. Alright. Let's go ahead. 133.4. And here we go with Minneapolis. Let me just confirm that's, yep, 163.4, okay.
009 heavy clear, use Minneapolis Center, clear to the San Francisco Airport, shut base and park that is filed. 5 miles of city, but maintain 7,000. Flight quiet, level 36, 010 departure. Departure, frequency 133.4, squawk 6371.
I'm gonna wait for him to finish that airport clearance.
Alright, this is view select 8, altitude view 6 at 7,000. Flight level 360, 10 minutes after is 133.4 for the departure frequency and 6371 for our squawk, United 009 Heavy.
United 9 Heavy, read back correct, expect runway 30 left.
30 left, United 009 Heavy. Good night. American Airlines 869, we apologize for the flight from we sent for. We have written our first flight plan, so we can have our clearance to travel.
Let's go to Minneapolis Center.
American 869, I sent you a PDC. Check your private messages.
American Airlines 869, yes, we get the pre-starter clearance. So confirm our squawk to remain at 2654 due to the mistake we have made with our flight plan. There's 18 on way to $1,000.
What? What is that man saying?
Compass 1808, I'm sorry, cover maintain flight level 330.
Wow, I cannot hear him for crap.
United 869, verify you're requesting pushback, or I heard there was a mistake in your flight plan, or all of the above.
Say for American Airlines 869.
American 869, say your request one more time.
Yes, we are saying confirm our transponder is still 2654. On our first flight plan, we have made a mistake in the route, but we have resent our flight plan now, the correct route. So confirm you get that?
Yes, American 869, I got that. You're still cleared as filed.
That's fine, 869.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 1427 with you, flight level 280.
Delta 1427, Minneapolis Center, roger.
There we go. Whew. Compass Rose 1808. What? Hold on. I'm trying to... I see all these expressed now because of the whole Airsoft release, but it's just not making any sense. Hold on. Like, some of them have mainline, which is, like, really bad. Yeah, there's a Compass Rose 1808. That's a CRJ 900. But they only operate Embraers 175s. What? Maybe in their previous fleet? I don't know. That's... Okay, so airline launched inaugural service with a single Bombardier CRJ-200. So the Bombardier CRJ-200. But I'm not seeing anything above that. So it's either CRJ-200 if you want to go back to Northwest Airlink, or it's an Embraer 175, which is now. And that's the CRJ-900. Okay. Okay. No. Yep.
Delta 4030, runway 30 right, taxi Papa, airplane formation Papa. 30 right, Papa, and terminal we got Papa. And we didn't see an initial altitude of our first women's hotel at the Delta 3030, climb by a still expect maintain 7,000. 7,000, 3030. Delta 3030, amending departure instructions at turn the airport around actually. Change to runway 12. Change to runway 12 left for now. Runway 12 left, taxi via Papa. Cross runway 22 at Papa. What's the left, taxi via Papa, cross 22 at Papa.
Got about, expected to be there in about an hour and 3 minutes. That's what FS passengers just told me, what we filed on a BAT sim. And we're expected 50 minutes on the 8 cars. Not bad. These engines look like they're a bit too big for this airplane. Just a bit.
Attention all aircraft on the ground, Minneapolis, contact Minneapolis approach 135.47, and that will also be your new departure frequencies.
Minneapolis Sports online. Cool. Yep, Minneapolis Sports is now online. Awesome. Wow, there's a lot of flights on the ground. American 869er, Delta 1367, Delta 3030, SkyWest 4535, and United 009er. Why not just goes United 9er? Okay. 777 to San Francisco, 777-300. Okay. What's we got? SkyWest 4535, CRJ 900. Okay. I didn't know SkyWest operated CRJ 900s. I thought they just operated the 200s and 700s. They might operate the 900s. I don't know. I'm not familiar with SkyWest because I'm not that far west in the United States. They mostly stick on the west coast there.
I'm over to the part where PSA pretty much rules the CRJs over here in Charlotte. Air Wisconsin rules the CRJ 200s. But SkyWest doesn't exist over here. Seven three seven 800 going to MCI. It's not bad. That was Delta, yeah, 3030. 737 800. Delta 1367, 737 800 going to Toronto. And American 869er, 737 800 going to Midway. Okay. Compass Rose is departed. He's heading to Toronto, so we might cross him. Looks like he's going a bit south into Chicago Center. So we might not interfere with him, but we'll see. Right now we're still over Michigan. So we still gotta cross. I don't know what lake that is. I just know that Lake Erie and Lake Superior. I don't know what lake we're gonna be crossing over. But yeah. Almost there. About an hour left.
Everyone.
Purpose 1021, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? And we're just about flying over the lake. Almost out of Michigan. Got about 55 minutes left, estimated, or planned, with FS Passengers and VATSIM. ACARS predicts that we'll be in Minneapolis in 43 minutes. So far, Minneapolis Center's online, and Minneapolis Approach just hopped on not too long ago.
Central 69, your final airspace for the East Chicago is closed. Radio service terminated, frequency change approved today.
Props to the controller because I cannot understand him at all. I've been pretty good. I've been flying for 2 days, so I'm picking it back up. I think my last flight was the CARE Flight 1143 in the Twin Cessna 402. That was from St. Louis to Quincy. It was about a 45-minute flight, not too bad. Especially for Twin Cessna. Let's see, after this, I actually have a few flights lined up. Don't have anything planned for United, so I'll have to look for flights. We're in Denver for United Airlines, so see if we have any flights out of there. Yeah, and we actually had control in Cleveland Center too. Actually, 2 controllers on right now. It's pretty rare, but there's a lot of aircraft in Cleveland Center right now too. So, let's see, Delta, Virtual Northwest. We got a flight from Pittsburgh to Memphis on a CRJ 200, I believe. So we'll be going with Northwest Jet Airlink on that. Still got TWA flight with an ATR 42. That's going to be a real short flight. And nothing for Pan Am yet. And I'm not sure about Cape Air. So. Virtual American, we're still in St. Petersburg, so we're probably going to fly to Finland. That's probably going to be an ATR 72 with I believe it's Finnair connection. I'm not sure. But yeah. But yeah, full ATC coverage. Pretty good. Much as a whole. The Jacksonville Center was online, but now they're offline. Miami Center's online. Washington Center's online. New York Center, Boston. Chicago Center just went offline, which kind of sucks, because now there's a whole bunch of aircraft in there. Okay, so that Compass Rose 1808, which is a CRJ 900, which, okay, that's going to Toronto. That's going to be passing us on the left, so that shouldn't be a traffic problem. He's just south of us quite a ways. He's at flight level 330 anyway. We're at flight level 280, so we're fine. Let's see, we got Delta 3030 that just departed Minneapolis. Boeing 737-800 going to Kansas City. There's still 4 aircraft on the ground at Minneapolis. So far, we're the only arriving aircraft into Minneapolis. So, should be flying on that. Kind of quiet in Minneapolis. It was a little hectic when I first tuned in, but now it seemed to quiet down quite a bit. Angeles and Oakland. Still no Seattle. I've yet to see Seattle Center come online. Montreal Center's online too. That's a lot of airspace. Europe is like nothing online. Right, because they're all asleep. Emirates Center's online in the Middle East. And Cairo International Approach and Departure in Egypt is online. Nothing in the Pacific. In Asia, that is. And in India. Oh, Australia. Albury Tower and Atis is online. South America, Santiago Center, Curitiba Center, and what is that? Aero Parku Ground is online. I can't pronounce that. And Manus Approach Departures online. Piarco International Airport is online for approach and departure, as well as ground and ATIS. Juan Santa Maria is online with tower. San Juan Oceanic Center is online, as well as San Juan ground tower and ATIS, as well as approach. Miami Center's online with Miami ATIS, and Orlando Tower and ATIS. Charlotte Ground Tower and ATIS is online. Nothing in Denver. Denver's quiet, which is weird. Los Angeles Tower and ATIS is online. San Francisco Ground and ATIS are online. San Jose ATIS is online. Vancouver ATIS is online. Detroit Ground is online. Toronto is like all lit up right now. Approach, center, delivery, ground, tower, and ATIS. Delivery is online, for crying out loud. Oh my god. Boston Approach, ground, and ATIS is online. Bradley International Ground is online. New York Approach is online. LaGuardia Delivery Ground Tower and ATIS is online. JFK ATIS is online. There are a crap ton. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna switch the monitors up here because holy crap. This is a lot of flights. Okay, so LaGuardia. These are all the flights going in and out of there. It's all going in, looks like. That is insane. Hold on, I want to get details for that. LaGuardia details. Those are all the arriving aircraft. Holy crap. That's insane. Wow.
Yeah, the center Delta 1367 and 8,200 for 17,000 Wellstone to 6 departure.
1367 Minneapolis, Center Roger, time and maintain flight over 370.
As well as ATIS is online.
Level 370, Delta 1367.
Let's go into McGuire. CKS 747-400. I don't know what CKS is. It doesn't sound military. Philadelphia is quite a bit. Not too much. That's only 3 flights. ATIS is online. Baltimore Tower, ATIS and Approach is online. Dulles Tower and ATIS is online. Yeah, quite a bit of airports, and we are now in Wisconsin. Awesome. Yeah, everyone's getting to LaGuardia. I don't know why. I avoid New York like the plague. I really do. It's just, I don't want to go in there. It's just crazy. Alright, so we're about to pass over the Idiom View intersection. Sorry, I almost said VORD me there. About 2 minutes, we're about to fly over it. 18.5 miles left. Let's check our flight plan out. I can't scroll on this thing. I find that weird. I can't. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Hold on. Hold on. AMC MLO, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How do I play this? It took me a long time to understand this program, and even then, I still don't know everything. So every day when I launch up the simulator, I'm always learning something. But I mean, I started out with Flight Simulator back in Flight Simulator 2002, and then 2004, and then X, and then X Steam Edition, now Prepared. So I've been at it for a while. Plus being a private pilot student kind of helps, so. I'm actually a ATC student, going back to college this semester here in about a week. So. To me it's kind of fun, so. I don't see that happen anymore. So when we took off from Buffalo, I hit the auto throttle on this thing after we took off, and it went down to 0, and I actually stalled 2 times. I had a secondary stall. Luckily I recovered from it. AMC MLO, thank you so very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah. It just takes a lot of practice. For me, it's a lot of trial and error. That's how I started out. Like, when I begun Flight Simulator, I couldn't land at all. In fact, I would just teleport from airport to airport. Like, I'd just go up to the menu and say, go to airport. Like, I'd line up for the runway, I'd power it up, and roll down the runway, and then I'd just go up here. And then I'd go to airport, and I'd go to whatever airport I want to. For instance, like Hong Kong or something, and then I'd spawn on the active runway, and then I'd throttle it all the way up, and then cut it back and put it in reverses like I just landed, because I didn't know how to fly. But later on, I eventually started flying routes, and I was pretty bad at landing. I mean, mind you, I did this when I was in middle school, but yeah, eventually I just started to get the hang of it. My first landing was a Learjet 45 at Bangor International Airport in Bangor, Maine. So, for some reason, I still remember that. I remember the aircraft, and I remember where I landed for my first successful landing. A landing. When I say first successful landing, I mean a landing that I didn't crash. Yeah, it takes practice. See, there it is again. There it is again. Okay, disengage on the throttle. Did it again. Alright, I'm not trusting the throttle after this. Went down to 0. Why does it do that? Okay. speed back up. I don't know why it does that. Okay, I'm not trusting that auto throttle from here on out. I'm not. I'm just not. So now it wants to go back. Yeah, no. I don't trust it. Don't trust it. Especially after that stall out of Buffalo. I'm gonna hit Shea intersection in about 10 minutes. Once we get our speed back up there, it'll be a little bit better.
Minneapolis, and good night with the American Union 269 out of press on 300 for 170.
American 69 Minneapolis, set our time and maintain flight level 350.
Yeah, for some reason it just sets it to 0. And then one time, when I was trying to fix it, when I was climbing, it just like didn't want to go anything up from 0, but yeah. Do planes crash realistically in this game? Depends what program you have. If you have the default FSX or P3D, then it just kind of like freezes the game and just says like crash or whatever, like if you splash out in an ocean or you crash into a tree. However, I have FS passengers, so if I have an emergency and I land in the ocean, it simulates a water ditching, so it collides with the water. Yeah, I gotta watch that. I didn't watch my speed there. And it simulates real failures too, so sometimes if I land, if the aircraft is not properly maintained, or I coming down for a rough landing, there is a possibility that I may burst a tire. So that means that the airplane will be lopsided and whatever tire blew. And there's a whole bunch of other scenarios. But, I mean, crash physics, like crashing to the ground, no. Not at all. I mean, I think really the only thing that FS Passengers really allows you to do when you crash land is crash into the ocean, simulates water ditching. If you don't have any landing gear, you'll slide across the runway on your belly. It simulates that instead of crashing. Same thing with ground. But yeah, that's about it. In fact, I don't know any simulator game that crashes realistically, to be honest.
Yeah, going for the front of airspace to the north, so wind is offline, radar service terminated, frequency changes for today.
Jennifer for Big 44, thanks for the
I mean, one of the big reasons why I got FS Passengers was that in the event of an actual emergency, I can kind of get used to how to handle those emergencies and land the plane properly. So, for instance, a video I did a while back, which was at Havilland-8 Q200, I took off from Juneau, Alaska to Anchorage, and I was about 2 to 4 minutes after leveling off and getting to the cruise, and my electronics go off. So I have like no electronics in the aircraft at all, so I had to fly visually, and it was pretty cloudy, so I had to fly visually back to the runway, no navigation equipment. Electronics were out, so I couldn't call up ATC, although ATC was offline anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, this is 1367 reporting moderate chop on the climb, flight level 270 through flight level 310.
Was that Delta reporting chop?
Okay, 1367, roger, noted.
It was. It was moderate chop though. It wasn't light chop. It was moderate chop. Yeah, DCS is more of a fighter jets. For me, I love commercial aviation, so I would say stick to P3D and FSX. Although I don't really touch FSX or FSX Team Edition anymore because for some reason it's doesn't like my controller. in which if I switch applications on a Windows 8.1, if I like click out of the active program, like if I click out of FSX, like click on another window, another monitor, and then go back to it, it'll disconnect the controller, and it won't connect for like 10 minutes. So that sucks. Another thing also that I like about P3D that I don't like about FSX is that P3D auto-calibrates. Before each flight in FSX, I had to calibrate my joystick every single time. With P3D, I don't have to. It just calibrates it automatically for me. I love it. Let's check. Let's kick up speed a little bit more. Again, I am controlling the throttle manually, so...
American 869, clear direct 09.
I got Minneapolis approach online. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the standby. So that's frequency 135.47.
American 869, clear direct 09.
There we go. Hopefully they stay online.
We are not getting that intersection clearly for 869.
Yeah. See, now it works fine with Windows 8.1 with P3D, but it didn't work with FSX for some reason. I don't know why.
That's 4535 Minneapolis. That's 4535 Minneapolis. Maintain flight level 310. Get up to 310 for Skywest 4535.
How far till landing? VATSIM and FS Passengers planned is about 34 minutes. However, the ACARS for Delta Virtual is saying time until arrival 21 minutes.
69 cleared direct. Oh my, Oscar Hotel.
So we'll be there in about a half hour. Maybe a little under. We're still in Wisconsin right now.
Oh yeah, heading direct to on my right home.
Mid-Wisconsin. I mean, yeah, we're gonna be going around that MOA right there, military operations area, that red, or orange really.
Skywest 4535 for direct. Oh my.
Trying to watch that overspeed. Let's get that speed down a bit.
Again, was Skywest 4535. Last transmission was Skywest 4535 for direct. Oh my. Oscar Hotel Mike Yankee.
Direct oh my for Skywest 4535.
Those IE engines. Ooh. Yeah, this is real time, unless you want to set the simulator rate, but for me, I mean, if you want to fly online, you can't do that, or fly with a virtual airline, like they want it real time. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't do international flights, like I don't go over the Pacific or the Atlantic, and I rarely do like trans-American flights, like from JFK to Los Angeles, because that's just too long for me. I mostly stick with the regional flights. So this flight was about, let's see, we've been in the air for about an hour and 28 minutes, so an hour and 30. So this is almost a 2-hour flight, so that's not too bad. I typically don't like to go anything over 4 hours. I usually try to keep it around anything from a half hour to 2.5 hours, maybe 3. We'll see if we can pick up some regional flights once we're back in Minneapolis. I don't know to where, but we'll find out when we get there. I don't know why that SkyTeam logo is on the door of the MD90 right there. Weird. At the same time, I don't know where else I gotta put it, because it's usually between the window and the door, and there's like very little space for that, so... I mean, they could put it to the right, but typically it's between the window and the door, and there's like hardly any space there, so... I don't know. Maybe that's where it's supposed to be, I have no idea. Seven minutes to the German intersection, 53 miles away. 01 to Moscow. I currently did a flight from, well, I previously did a flight from Moscow, Domodedovo to St. Petersburg. That was about an hour and a half flight, usually. I think it was an hour and a half. I'm not too sure. And I'm probably going to pick up a flight from St. Petersburg to Helsinki. Helsinki, Finland. Because I want to Moscow. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Aeroflot, even though Delta Airlines and Aeroflot are both SkyTeam partners, I don't think Aeroflot flies to Moscow, and I don't think Delta flies to Moscow.
Minneapolis Center,
from Minneapolis, that is.
477 Heavy Suite, you flying level 350, but 70 miles northwest of Minot.
On the Southern 477 Heavy, Minneapolis Center, squawk route 6335.
6563, check Southern 477.
I mean, KLM actually just started a flight from
6335. 6335. Check Southern 477.
KLM just started a flight service from Amsterdam to Amsterdam Schiphol to Minneapolis. So, and that's fairly recent.
On the Southern 477 Heavy radar contact, clear direct.
Yeah, copy the radar contact. We'll clear direct to where?
China Southern 477, clear direct zipper. It's Zulu, India, Papa, Romeo.
Roger, clear direct zipper for China Southern 477 Heavy.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Where's China Southern? He's on the ground, I think, yeah.
Delta 1427, descend via the Muscle 3 arrival, runway 12 left, transition, Minneapolis, altimeter 29er.
Muscle 3. I didn't quite catch the rest of that. Descend through the Muscle 3 approach, and can you see the runway that we should expect for Delta 1427, please?
Delta 1427, I don't have a runway assignment for you, but I can plan the Muscle 3 arrival, runway 12 left, transition.
Alright, we'll follow the Muscle 3 transition, and we'll transition to 12 left, Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, speed your discretion until bakes and resume published speeds.
Speed at our discretion until published, Delta 1427. Alright, so Muscle...
Delta 1427, descend via the Muscle 3, runway 12 left, transition. Accept speed as your discretion until Bakes intersection, then the published airspeeds.
Alright, speed is our discretion until the Bakes intersection, and then go publish, Delta 1427. Oh crap, I don't have the sim brief on.
Hold on. I might be able to pull it up. AMC MLO. Can you go in the passenger seats?
Delta American Airlines 869, 6 miles from 49.
Some airports have that.
American 869, roger. Chicago is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
So I'm trying to load this real quick.
22 for long.
Oh, crap. Hold on. My flights. I'm just trying to get the PDF for this so that way I can see where this is taking me to. I just kind of want to see the intersections here. And I can't see it, so hold on. Load. Muscle. Yeah, we were expected the muscle too, but okay. Yeah, stand by. But yeah, going back to your question.
Yeah, the Stoke 1367 request 5 minutes away from the flight deck.
Sometimes.
1367, roger. Report back.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to the ATC. Sometimes they, okay, top of descent, and that's through German. So, top of descent will begin just shortly after German. And we'll go to muscle 2. Okay, alright, so I got our approach here, and hold on, let me just load up the chart real quick. I'll go over here so that way there's no really sound barriers, so I can hear ATC if they need to call me up. KMSP arrivals. So I need to look at these charts. Sometimes aircraft developers, they model the interior, and you can go into the back like Field Air does. A couple others do, but typically they don't, especially the frame-friendly ones and the freeware, because it's more easier on the computer and it's less of a hassle to model. But sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So we're going to, he said muscle 3, but we have muscle 2 on plan, so we'll just transition to muscle 3, that's fine. And let's see if I can find the dang chart. Okay, that's departure. We're looking for standard terminal arrivals, muscle 3, RNAV. Okay, so we got 2 pages, and I'll go ahead and bring this over so that way you folks can see it. This is the chart, so we're coming in from Idiom, so we're down here. Let me go ahead and rotate this. So this is Idiom right here, so this is where we're coming from, and we're basically going to Shea, and then we're going to be following this approach into, there's Muscle, and then we'll be going into Minneapolis through there. Actually, we're at German right now, so flight level 220. Okay. So we'll go ahead and begin our descent here. So we'll slow ourselves down, and we'll set speed, altitude. No, that's squawk. I don't want to touch squawk. Altitude.
Altitude 220, set and check.
So we'll go ahead and begin our descent here. We're a little bit late. I should have looked at that chart earlier. That was my fault. But yeah, we're right here, so this is what's expecting us. 220, and then muscle is 17,000. So we'll set it for 17,000 actually.
Altitude 170, set and check.
So that's set. I kind of hate how they, I don't know, I kind of hate how they say descend at discretion, because I'm bad at making these decisions. I'd rather have them tell me when to descend and where to vector towards.
GFR aircraft 5 miles north of Omaha Airport at 2,700 Minneapolis Center, how do you read this radio?
We'll go ahead and increase our descent rate. We'll go ahead and pull the spoilers in, and we're going to go ahead and begin our descent. We're going to go negative 2,700 feet per minute. We want to get in there quick as possible.
Departure frequency 135.47, squawk 3676.
Delta 1102, Area Clear, Delta 1102, read back, correct.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some spoilers there. Not a whole lot.
Skywest 4535, leaving the airspace, Chicago Center closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Alright, African change approved, have a good day.
I'm looking for the 1-2 left transition.
1427, Minneapolis, ATIS information, Alpha, current, expect runway, correction, Minneapolis, information, Romeo now, current, expect runway 12 left.
Expect runway 12 left, Delta 147.
Delta 1102, expect runway 12 right. Delta 1427, change to my frequency 135.47.
135.47. Going to 135.47, Delta 147. Minneapolis.
Delta 1367, Minneapolis, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis approach, Delta 147, AU passing flight level 210.
Delta 1427, Minneapolis, roger.
Alright, planned arrival in 19 minutes.
Minneapolis approach, this is X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha, ready to
X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha, Mike, Minneapolis, Center, cleared to Buffalo Airport, Colt 6 departure, then I filed climb via SID, accept maintain 7,000, expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after
166.
departure frequency 135.47,
Bakes.
squawk
Sorry.
2415.
And then altitude at Muscle 2 is 10,700.
Bravo, Bravo Alpha, Mike, cleared to Buffalo Airport, Colt 6 departure, then as filed, climb via SID, accept maintain 7,000, departure frequency 135.47, squawk 2415.
Clear to Buffalo Airport, Colt 6 departure, then flight, initial G7000, and squawk box 2415, X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha.
X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha, Mike, initial altitude via the SID, accept maintain 7,000.
Altitude 107, set and check.
What is the initial altitude, sir?
Yeah, sir, climb via the SID, accept maintain 7,000.
Yes, expecting maintain 7,000, X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha.
Go ahead and
X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha, Mike, read that correct, expect runway 12 right, advise ready to taxi.
Call ready for taxi, X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha.
Star 84 Minneapolis Center, runway 18, clear to land, wind 090 at 6.
Alright, so we want to be passing Wolves at flight level 107. So 10,000 feet, 10,700 feet.
124 Zulu Tango Minneapolis Center, high down. Clear 4 Zulu Tango, radar contact 45 miles east, Pony City, good afternoon.
Let's go ahead and put in some spoilers, that way we're slowed down for when they want to send us through. We're going through 265, we need to be under, at least under, well, I mean, sorry, under 250 knots below 10,000 feet, so we're just going to be...
descend and maintain flight level 190. Correction, Delta 3030, descend and maintain flight level 190.
just got a weird message on VPod. Okay.
3030 affirmative, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Let's check speed. It's not telling me, is it? Nope. Let's go ahead and retract those spoilers. Yeah, let's go ahead and put them back in. Let's go about a quarter. Let's go with 30. And here we are leveling off. And Minneapolis is directly in front of us. This should be the airport right there. We got direct to Minneapolis now.
With the 1437, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4. The 1427, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
Alright, we're in Minnesota. Oh.
With 1102, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
Going to 1.
Aircraft with frequency Minneapolis approach closing, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 1427 with you at 10,700.
Yeah, the 1427 Minneapolis Center, Roger. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Delta 1427.
Altitude 040, set and check.
There's
3030 Kansas City, start closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Descending below 10,000 feet, Captain.
Roger Dodger, putting in about a quarter of spoilers there. Actually a little bit more because we're 80 speed and I don't really want that. 220, 221, throttle to right all, let's go and knock that up to 44. You're saying 1-2 left, so we're gonna make downwind. Alright, we're expecting heading 03, no, sorry, 3300. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Alright, oh, there, yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Probably 290 is probably what we're gonna be going off of here. Arrival in 9 minutes. Should tell us when to turn. Oh, we got clouds.
Minneapolis Center, United 009 Heavy, we're ready to taxi. Information on that, we're like, oh. United 009, we're named on you.
X-ray Bravo Alpha Mike, Minneapolis Center, landing 12 left, taxi by Papa, across from the Q2 at Papa, and verify your transfer.
Taxi to 12 where? Yeah, that one? Well,
Take on heading select.
Bravo from my, would you prefer runway 12 right 400?
12 left is right.
That's at 1427, turn right, heading 300.
Turn right, 300, Delta 1427.
X-ray Bravo. X-ray Bravo Alpha Mike, runway 12 right, taxi by Quebec Delta Alpha, across from the 22 at Alpha.
One place right, for where we're coming.
Bravo Alpha Mike 8, runway 12 right.
I don't know where we're gonna go. Go.
Delta 1427, make it a right to NB20.
Turn right heading 020, Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, negative 320, 320.
Turn right 320, Delta 1427.
Heading 320, and check.
Minneapolis Center, Skywest 3556, Center, clearance to land, of course. With 3556 Minneapolis Center, clearance to land,
Is that? I don't trust that.
X-ray Bravo, Bravo Alpha Mike, affirmative runway 12 right, taxi via Papa, Delta Alpha, cross runway 22 on Alpha, and verify you're squawking 2415, sir. 22 right, yeah, Alpha, Delta Alpha, 22 close, 2 right, Chris Center, Hardtech, and it's Blood Book 6.
The GPS is frozen. Great.
X-ray Bravo Bravo Alpha Mike, walk 2415.
Damn throttle. Can't even keep a constant speed. I'm telling you. Terrible.
Center United 09 heavy roll out on 1112 over kill.
Alright, we're not gonna deploy flaps until we're given vectors to
1427, turn right heading 340.
terrain 340 Delta 1427.
Yeah, 009, heavy point heading 120, 1 right there for takeoff. 120 heading clear for takeoff runway 12 right, 909 heavy.
Okay, we'll tick on nav. Actually, we'll wait to arm that. So, approach for only 12 left is localizer, his frequency is 110.7, so that's in 110.7. And for some reason I can't, for some reason I might go over here, just makes it
Delta 1102 is a wait taxi with that information. Delta 1102, runway 12 right, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22 and Alpha. 12 right via Alpha, cross runway 22 at Alpha, Delta 1102. United 9, I'm sorry, you clear me the line, I'm sorry, you clear me for takeoff. 009 heavy, running 12 right, clear for takeoff, line heading 120. Clear for takeoff, thanks, 120. Delta 1367, contact Cleveland 134.9, you there?
134.9 and 1367.
Delta 1427, turn left, heading 210.
Turn left, heading 210, Delta 1427.
Heading 210, set and check.
Plan arrival in 3 minutes.
Skyler 3556, Toronto Sherwood, Toronto clear.
Expected in 4.
Skyler 3556, ground coming up on point 9. You can get your clearance. Alright, I'll switch over there now. Hospital 3756. Delta 1367, contact Cleveland Center 134.9. United 9 is out of 4 for 7. Delta 427 to Minneapolis Airport, 9 o'clock, 15 miles from further than sight. Delta 1427, turn right, heading 150, runway 12 left, localizer.
Heading 150, set and check.
Turn left, heading 150, one recipe localizer, Delta 1427.
Delta 1427, right, heading 150, sorry.
Right heading.
50's left.
United 9, another contact on the maintain flight within 360.
360, continuing 120.
United 9, turn right, direct, McConnell.
Heading.
Right turn, direct McConnell. Where's your 9 heavy?
Delta 1420. Delta 1427, Minneapolis Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
Okay.
Heading 115, set and check. Heading 117, set and check.
But it's not wanting to. Speed brake's still armed. Oh, what's that? A low glide slope.
Delta 1427, you're 3 miles from Campbell, maintain 4,000 to establish some localizer, clear ILS from the 12 left approach.
We'll maintain 4,000 till established. Cleared ILS runway 12 left approach. Delta 1427. Alright. DME 14 miles. Let me just see how far away we are from USB.
Decision.
Excuse me.
Yeah, for the simple Bravo 1 from 9, runway 12, we'll glide ready for six.
X-ray Bravo Alpha Mike, fly heading 120 and then 12 right clear for any contact.
1, 2 right, clear for this. Vehicle gets the Bravo Alpha Mike.
Bravo Alpha Mike, verify fly heading 120.
122,
We'll land up here. Let's go ahead and take an approach. Alright, we're locked in.
Yeah, 9 heavy, clear direct. Oh, no.
Lights coming on. Taxi light on.
Could you give me the head of the clear direct to again, United 09?
Yeah, 009 heavy, that's O'Neill, Oscar, November.
Oh, direct home. 909 heavy.
Delta 1427 and then 12 left, clear to land.
Runway 12 left, clear to land, Delta 1427. Here we go. Oh boy. Alright. I'll go ahead and trim a bit. Have the runway in sight. Lights are confirmed on. And the aircraft's flying the plane right now. So, as far as I'm more about maintaining altitude, aircraft is, well, the localizer is locking me into heading, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and take it off here shortly, because we're a little bit to the left, it seems. Let's see if it corrects it. No, actually, it looks like we're pretty lined up for the runway. Alright, so let's go and put in a little bit of spoilers, because it's going to be a little hot. And we got full flaps gear coming down. Disarming spoilers, and we got no visibility, so we're going to
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Gears down and locked. 3 green. Pop out that display there. And this is ILS is actually working for us, so I'm actually pretty happy. Usually I don't have very good luck locking into the ILS, but luckily it's working pretty damn good, so I'm pretty happy about that. The altitude isn't working for it, which I think I have to set something in there, but other than that, it's working pretty damn good, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, 009 Heavy Radar contact lost.
Sync rate.
And I'm over disengage autopilot.
Sync rate.
Alright. Can't find it in
We're descending too fast.
Sync rate.
I got you.
Sync rate.
Approaching minimums.
Bravo Alpha Mike, radar contact altitude.
Minimums. 100.
65 corner for 7,000 Bravo.
40. 30.
Bravo Alpha Mike, climb and maintain 1. Correction, climb and maintain flight level 3900. Proceed, direct hold.
Reverse thrust set.
390 on direct hold for 1.
Yeah, those are the reversers, they slide back.
Number 124 Zulu Tango. Denver is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Please remain.
Turn up to Papa 3.
We just approved. There 4 Zulu Tango. Good night.
Turned off the seatbelt sign.
Let's check that landing rate. Negative 111 feet per minute. Nice. Look at that turn right here. Okay. We'll go in now, so. Minneapolis Center, Delta 1427 is turned off on Papa 3, clear runway 12 left.
Delta 1427, contact ground point 9 today.
Point to 121.9 or Delta 1427, thanks for your help, bye bye. Minneapolis ground, Delta 1427 is on taxiway Papa 3, request taxi at the gate.
Delta 1427, Minneapolis ground, do you have a gate of reference?
As long as it's with Delta Airlines.
Alright, Delta 1427, taxi via Papa to the gate of your choice along the north side of the Terminal 1.
Taxi on Papa and Terminal 1, Delta 1427. That's coming off strobe off.
And Minneapolis ground, Delta 1427 is powering down at gates Charlie 2. Thanks for your help. Bye-bye.
Have a nice night. 1427.
Alright, engines off, taxi light off, anti-collision coming off. Cannot connect the jetway, so we'll go ahead and deboard right here, right now. We're a little bit 7 minutes late off the planned. That's alright. Request deboarding. And let's go ahead and get the door open here. And people can just leap from the airplane and jump on the on the tarmac. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your...
Alrighty, so LG273, hello, welcome to the stream. AMC MLO, thank you very much. It was a very nice landing. I tried to hold that nose gear up for a while. TSCH, hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I've been watching chat. Yeah, he told me to lock into 4,000 until established, so I don't know why, but for some reason it wasn't locking on. I think I had to switch something in the autopilot, but usually it's I believe it's vertical. What was this? Hello. I just discovered something new. All right. Yeah, that is horribly lined up, and that's just pulling baggage in from the void. Oh, we can even see inside the terminal. Cool. Although that wow, that's actually really weird to look at, because that jetway is just like layered on top of the glass, so it looks weird. Okay, that's a bit weird. Alright, so we got an RJ over there that's now taxiing out. That was the only aircraft on here. Cool. So, we'll go ahead and stop squawk in mode Charlie. And we'll go ahead and disconnect from the VATSIM network. So that was awesome. That was full ATC coverage from Buffalo, New York to Minneapolis, Minnesota. About a 2-hour flight, not too bad. We did have some problems with taking off. Again, we had that the speed hold issue. For some reason it went to 0 on takeoff, so we had a stall and a secondary stall after that. Luckily we were already pretty well up in the air, so it didn't affect us too much. We were able to recover from it fairly early. Let's see here. Yeah, we stalled twice. We got a couple over speeds because I had to maintain throttle control, but they were corrected pretty early. So I'm just going to confirm with my PREP here. Total flight time with the ACARS was 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 57 seconds. Not bad. Alright, so speed hold issues, was working on the ground. However, once we got in the air, speed hold set to 0 and wouldn't go any higher. Had to maintain manual control of throttles. Put that in the PREP report. We'll also say arrived at gate Charlie 2. And we'll finish that. File PREP. Okay. That's filed. Go ahead and exit out of that. Exit out of that. Let's go FS passengers, and I'm sure it's going to get me for that stall. Yep. Okay. So, stalling an aircraft full passengers is not a good idea. Yeah, no crap. Also the overspeed. So, we got a good company rep, but bad pilot points. So, I'll go over this real quick here. Alright. So, flight distance, 636 nautical miles. Time airborne, 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 53 seconds. Flight time was 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 54 seconds. Time on ground at 23 minutes and 25 seconds. Average speed was 344.07 knots. Climb time was 15 minutes and 9
seconds. Cruise time was 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 36 seconds. Average cruise speed was 423.01 knots, Mach 0.67. Descent time was 0 hours, 25 minutes, and 8 seconds. Landing speed was 136.91 knots. Landing touchdown, negative 113.1 feet per minute. It gives it a KISS rating. Landing pitch, 5.19 degrees. Landing weight, 132,601 pounds. 11th total fuel used, 11,517 pounds. Climb fuel used, 3,024 pounds. Cruise fuel used, 6,967 pounds. Cruise fuel per hour, 5,921 pounds. Descent fuel used, 1,525 pounds. Passenger opinion, exceptional flight. We were relieved to have landed safely after the extreme weather they experienced during landing. We're in a better mood because they had food. And I'm not going to say anything about the stall. Alright, so financial report, ticket income, plus $41,479, 636 nautical miles. Cargo income plus $20,140. Services income plus 0. Services costs negative $228. Fuel costs negative $6,455 for 11,517 pounds of Jet A1 fuel. Airport taxes minus $206. Large aircraft. Insurance costs negative $2,661 at a 4.32% interest rate. Total real income $52,069. Total income $2,603,450. And same thing with total income is the same, $2,603,450. Copy reputation, considering that the flight was perfect, the ticket price normal and the service price free, and the service quality good. Passengers on this flight think your company's reputation should be 100%. Your company reputation is now 71.07%, a plus 2.89 increase. Overall flight result very bad. Pilot bonus points 230. You made a very smooth landing, plus 50. Perfect flight, no problems. Very satisfied with passengers. I beg to differ on that. Plus 150. You landed at the scheduled airport, plus 30. Extreme weather conditions during approach, but a safe landing with satisfied passengers, plus 100. Pilot penalty points, negative 950. Exceeding maximum speed as aircraft is very dangerous, minus 600. Saw in an aircraft full of passengers is not a good idea, minus 350. Surprisingly, that didn't take into account into the passenger opinion. I'm actually shocked by that in the company reputation. But yeah. Alright, let's go and record that flight. So we got to watch out for that with this aircraft. So the MD-90, this model for some reason has that problem with the autopilot, so we definitely have to be careful on that. This is the first time I've ever had that problem with the speed hold. So yeah, that wasn't good. But yeah, that is that, and I'm pretty sure this flight's gonna be denied through Delta Virtual because of that stall. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Let's see, flights after this we got. Let me see here. We got Virtual Northwest, which is gonna be coming up next. From, let me check real quick so I can tell you. Pilot Center, and right here. So I'll bring this up. So Northwest Airlink Flight 2204 from Pittsburgh to Memphis in a Series J200. Distance will be 565 nautical miles. Departure time at pilot's discretion. So we'll be going from here to here. So not a bad flight. Let's see. Be about the same time, a little bit shorter than going from Minneapolis to Pittsburgh, which was our previous flight. I also updated the AFCAD for Pittsburgh, so that's updated compared to the last time I streamed there, which was there's only like 4 parking spaces available for some reason. I don't know why. I fixed that, updated it, so that way that's no longer the case. Yeah. Other than that, thank you. Oh. Virtual American, I don't think I have a flight booked yet. I'm going to do that right now. So, before I stop the stream here, I just kind of want to go to this real quick. So, I put that here. And let me check my flight bookings. I don't think I have anything. No, I do not. So we're going to book a flight, and we are in St. Petersburg, so we're going to look at Saturday departures. We got Finnair. We got an ATR 72. About an hour flight, not too bad. We also got a Speedbird with British Airways and Airbus A320 going to EGLL. I believe that's That's Heathrow. I almost said Gatwick. And we got a whole bunch of S7 airlines. Either goes back to Russia, which was our flight, or goes to Novosibirsk. I don't know. And that goes there. Let's go and check all day, see flights out of there. Yeah, it's the same, so nothing too special. So we'll probably catch a flight from St. Petersburg to Helsinki with Finnair, and then we'll do a couple flights with Finnair out of there. But yeah, other than that, we'll go ahead and book that actually. So WBA 166, and we'll do the noon flight. There we go. But yeah. So again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. That was kind of a crazy departure out of Buffalo, but not too bad. We lived. So, if you want to see more videos, this video will be exported to YouTube. So you can scroll down in the description, click on the big YouTube button. That'll take you right to my YouTube page. If you want to know more about upcoming streams, you can go to my Twitter page. You can go to my YouTube channel on the little quick links bar on the header page. That'll take you right to my Twitter page, or on Twitch, you can scroll down in the description, click on the About Me picture, and that'll take you right to my Twitter page. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.